guys, I'm just going to make some chocolate fudge. Now it's 3 ingredients, super simple, condensed milk, any kind of chocolate that you like, and butter. So first of all, I'm going to grab my butter now. I store my block butter in a freezer keeper. You could store it in one of the Clearmates as well. And I also store it upside down. So then when I pull it out, it's really simple and really easy to get my desired amount of butter. I haven't left it out for very long, so I'm just going to use my slimline scales as well. The slimline scales are fantastic to keep in your kitchen drawer or in between your recipe books as well, which is really handy. And I'm using our microwave pitcher as well. Now this is 1 litre. It has all the measurements on the inside, so you can actually see, instead of having to go like this, you actually can just look down and see very simple. Our scales have a tear button, so I can pop the jug on the top, press the button, and now it's not weighing my jug as well. So I'm just going to use 60 grams of salted butter. And I'm just going to pop that into the microwave for about 20 seconds just to melt that. Nowhere near it. Come on, where's 60? A little bit too much. There we go. So I'm going to leave the lid off as well. And just pop it in there for 20 seconds. And I'm going to use our silicone form. If you don't have our silicone, it's fantastic. So the one way to check if you have silicone at home that you bought from other places that aren't Tupperware, because all Tupperware is 100% silicone, if you just give it a little twist, and if you look at where you've twisted, you'll be able to see white lines if it's not 100% silicone. If it is 100% silicone, then you shouldn't see any white lines. Now the lines are actually the bonding agent that joins all the silicone together, so that it's actually toxic. So it's not a very good thing to have in your silicone when you're using it for food as well. So I'm going to use one of our KP tools, a simple spoon. So instead of using wooden spoons can actually contaminate your food. They actually hold all the bacteria, which is kind of gross. Have a Google, it's kind of gross. So these can go up to 220 degrees. So on your stovetop when you're cooking sauces and things, or custards, gravies, microwave things out of the jug. It can also go in the dishwasher as well, which is really handy. So pop it in the top rack of your dishwasher. So I've got the butter, 60 grams of butter. Now I'm going to get some condensed milk. Now it does have a ring pull, but I just thought I'd show you our can opener, which is not part of our regular range, but it does come in special, but usually sells out really, really quick. So I'll show you how it works. So it just locks on and you twist it. It's got a very big handle. Now I have quite bad arthritis, so I find it very easy to use. Then when it gets right around, you'll hear a little click. Turn it back the other way. It has a little catcher on the top. And then you just lift it off like that. Now the really cool thing is it hasn't actually cut, I can run my finger along it, it hasn't actually cut your can, it's actually released the glue. So all along the top is super soft, and you can reuse these for craft, or just so you're not risking cutting yourself. Also, you can pop your spatula in here. Now, only if you've used that can opener. If you've used your own can opener that doesn't do that, then you will ruin your spatula. You just grab everything out. The great thing about the spatula is it has 2 sides to it. It's got the curved side for scooping things out, and it's got the pointed side to get everything out of the can. They're not going to be very happy. My family, Layla and my husband. That's okay. Then I'm going to get 500 grams of, I'm going to use milk melts today, but you could use block chocolate. You could use pretty much any chocolate you like. White chocolate. I'm going to pop it in the microwave for about, I think the rest, I'm using someone else's recipe today. Trying something a bit new. This is 1 minute. So the reason I've left the lid off the jug is so the condensation doesn't drip down and spoil the environment that the chocolate's in. So the top of the jug has a few different settings. It has a closed setting, sorry, this side, a closed setting where the steam won't escape. and also it has the steam setting so the steam can escape, and also for when you're straining things like 2-minute noodles, mixed vegetables when you're cooking them to have with your dinner, anything like that. I reheat pasta for my daughter, and I cook it and put it in a Clearmate because she eats it nearly every night, and put it in a Clearmate or one of our heat and eats in the microwave, and then pop it in here how much she wants, cover it with water, heat it up for 3 minutes, and it's ready to go. And I strain it, so I've only used the one jug that can then go in the top of the top of the dishwasher as well. Just going to check that. Give it a bit of a stir. Oh, it smells delicious. So I'm just going to stir through the condensed milk and the butter and the chocolate. So as I said, it's 3 ingredients. So if you've got someone coming over unexpected, if you pop this in the freezer, it will set within 15 minutes, or in the fridge within 30 minutes, and chop it up and it'll look super fancy. So I actually have a few of these jugs in my kitchen. I use them all the time. I'm just going to pop that back in for another 10 seconds. A few bits of chocolate left in there. So as I said, our can opener is not part of our regular range. I wish it was because it's super awesome. So if you do love the way our can opener works, please let me know and I'll pop you on my list so that way you don't miss out when they come, because they do sell out really fast. The great thing is they don't need to be washed because you're actually only lifting the top of your, you can see how it's lifting the top. I could run my finger along that. It's not sharp. Great for around kids or older people, or reusing and recycling as well, which we all should be doing. There we go. This looks perfect. Give it a little stir. And then I'm going to use my spatula so I can get everything out of the bowl. And just pour it in here into our silicone. Now you'll notice that I haven't used any spray oil or baking paper for the silicone, because the silicone is 100% silicone. It will slide right out, and when it's set I'll pop back on and show you how easy it will just pop straight out. Just remembering though, because it's silicone, not to cut anything unless you've taken it out of the silicone, obviously. Otherwise you will ruin the silicone. Now the silicone can go in the microwave, the oven, the freezer and the fridge, which is really handy. So you can make little frozen treats in here as well. So I'm going to pop this in the freezer for 15 minutes and then come back when it's set and chop it all up and show you. Thanks.